Okay, yes, so good morning, everyone. We are going to start the lecture right now because we are already on time. Now, see, so I'm going to share the screen. Hmm. So, see, in the last lecture, we were in this chapter, the chapter of variables. And before the chapter of variables, I think we discussed about, yes, data types, right? So, anyway, a brief revision of the topics we have already completed. Variables is done, constants is done, and escape sequences are also done. So variables, right? Again, we are going to revise this topic. See, variables, a variable is a named storage location. Basically, what we discussed was something like this. Basically, your primary memory, it will look like an Excel sheet, right? So each cell will store some kind of value. For example, see, if there are any problems, whether if you cannot hear me or if you cannot see the screen, right? So try to rejoin the meeting. I think it should solve all your problems, right? Anyway, see, your primary memory, it will look something like this Excel sheet. So basically, see, this one cell, it is basically having the capacity of 1 byte. So if you create an integer variable, it will basically occupy 2 bytes, right? For example, you are storing a value 10. Now, after storing the value 10, you want to give a name to this value, right? For example, we're giving the name num to the value 10. So this 10, right? These two cells, it has a name. These two cells have a name that is num, right? These two cells have a name that is num. Now see, try to understand this, what I'm about to tell you, right? આ 10 જે છે ને 10 મેં તમને આની પહેલા જો તમને યાદ હોય તો મેં કીધું હતું, right? I told you that each cell will have some kind of memory address 0x1 0x2. Now pointers, does anyone remember what is a pointer? Can anyone?
Stores the value of another variable.
Not the
Nah,
value, the address of another variable.
it
Address,
stores
address.
the address of another variable. So what does it mean exactly? See, તમને આ તો સમજાણું ને, આ 10 છે એનું આપણે નામ શું દીધું છે? નમ દીધું છે, right? Okay, just a minute. See, so the value 10, એનું નામ આપણે શું આપેલું છે? નમ આપેલું છે ને, basically. So think about this. So num છે. See, this is એવું તમને કદાચ એમ થાય કે num variable છે એની value 10 છે, or you can also think of it in a reverse order that 10 value is there. The name of this 10 value is also num, right? Basically same thing જ છે. X equals to y and y equals to x, right? It is something like that. So num is associated with 10. So pointers છે એ શું સ્ટોર કરશે? Pointers છે address સ્ટોર કરે છે. So num, it represents the value 10. So if I create a pointer to num variable, something like this, આ બધું હવે ખ્યાલ હોવો જોઈએ થોડો ઘણો બધાને, right? Pointers will work, right? Like this. So આ જે ptr છે એ કોને point કરતું હશે? એ point કરતું હશે 0x1 ઉપર, because 0x1, it is the address of value 10, starting address of the value 10. So this is how the pointers will work basically, right? So આપણે બધું ડિસ્કસ કરશું, પોઈન્ટર્સ આવશે ને ત્યારે પાછું બધું ડિસ્કસ કરશું આપણે, right? So each cell, it has a memory address, and each cell, each value, right, stored in primary memory can be represented by a name. It is that name is known as variable. Each value can be represented with an identifier. That identifier is known as a variable. So 10 છે એનો identifier છે num. Num is a variable. For example, I'm creating another variable. I'm creating another float variable, for example 3.14. So now pi, it is the name of this memory cell, right? This value. So this is how the variables will actually work. Variables are names associated with a value. See, a variable is a named storage location in the primary memory which will store some kind of data. That data, what type of data will be stored? It is defined by a data type, right? આપણે ડિસ્કસ કર્યું હતું, right? That there are two type programming languages can be divided into two types based on data types, right? Loosely typed languages and strictly typed languages. C and C++, they are strictly typed languages. Basically, you need to define a data type for a variable. So and the variable naming rules were also there, right? It can only contain alphabets, numbers, and underscore. It can only start with either an alphabet or a underscore, right? Uppercase and lowercase are different, and keywords cannot be used. So these were the four variable naming rules. They are not just variable naming rules, they are identifier naming rules. Any kind of identifier you want to create, you need all of these rules will apply to those identifiers, whether it is a structure name, whether it is a method, a means, a function name, whether it is a constant, whether it is a variable, it does not matter. Identifier naming rules are these are identifier naming rules, so these will apply to all of them. Now see, just a minute. Okay, now see. So again, another thing was also there, that in C++ it is not required to declare the variables at the beginning of a function. Basically, when we were creating a main function in C language, we had to declare all the variables first, but that is not compulsory in C++. C, right? That is the thing. How many people are present? 20. So that was the thing. You can declare a variable anywhere in C++, right? It will allow you to declare a variable anywhere in the program. Now see, declaration, variables were divided, right? Variables can be created in three ways, right? Variables and their values, right? There are total three ways. આપણે થોડું ઘણું discuss કર્યું હતું again, right? First was declaration. It means creation of the variable without any value. Another was assignment, means putting a value or assigning a value in previously declared variable, and initialization was there. It means declaration plus assignment together, means you are creating a variable and you are assigning a value to that variable. So basically, if I create a variable integer I, this is declaration. If I do I equals to 10, see, I is already declared. Now I'm putting a value into that I variable after some lines of code, right? It is known as assignment. And if I create a variable integer j equals to 20, so this is initialization, means I'm creating a variable and I'm assigning the value at the same time. So this is the basics of variables, right? Some, what is a variable, what are the rules for a variable, how many ways are there to create a variable, and how many ways are there to assign a value into that variable, right? Those are the things we discussed about variables, and then we moved on to constants. Constants, right? They're also known as literals. Integer constant was there, float constant was there, and you can also create symbolic constants using either the const keyword or the hash defined preprocessor directive. The const keyword, right, it will create a variable which cannot be modified after it is created, and it must be initialized, right? Once created, it cannot be modified, so you have to assign some value to this variable. Now see, define directive was a different one. Basically, when you define a constant like this, right, it will search for this num in the program, and then it will replace this num with 10. Basically, I would discuss કરેલું હતું આપણે last lecture માં, right? We are just going through the basic revision within 10 minutes. And escape sequences આપણે જોયા હતા, right? If I want to display a single slash, I need to put double slash. Same with single inverted comma, double inverted comma, slash a will create a beep, then slash n will create a new line. Slash r means it is a carriage written. Slash t, that is a tab. Slash v, that is a vertical tab. Slash 0, that is the null character, right? આટલી બધી વસ્તુ આપણે જોઈ હતી. Cout, you can use any of these escape sequence characters in cout. So basically, this is the program, right? This is the line in the program, and it will generate some kind of, it will generate an output like this, right? That was the basic example. So this is the basic revision of the last lecture. Now moving on to the new topics. Scopes, local and global variables. If you remember, right, there were two types of scopes in C language, also in PHP also, right? Local variables and global variables. Now basically, see, Scope can be thought as a variable's functioning area or boundaries. Outside of these boundaries, the variable is not accessible. In most cases, these boundaries are curly braces. Variables declared inside the curly braces are only accessible inside those braces, not outside. There are two scopes. Basically, see एक આપણે example જ જોઈ લઈએ. આ છે ને તમારે બધાએ રાઈટ યાદ કરી જ લેવાનું છે કે આપણે કઈ કઈ વસ્તુ ટાઈપ કરવાની આવશે રાઈટ યુઝિંગ નેમ સ્પેસ std right the main function then the difference ખાલી minor જ છે right again a basic revision that iostream will be there not iostream.h if you are using turbo c++ you need to use iostream.h if you are not using turbo c++ you are using a modern compiler for example so just iostream will be there and see turbo c ma namespace std nahi chala because the concept of namespace does not exist in turbo c++. That's why it will not work in there. So bane ત્યાં સુધી dev c++ જ use કરજો but if you are not comfortable with this right you can use turbo c++. It is not a problem but there will be minor changes in that right and clr scr nahi આવે dev c++ ની અંદર in turbo c it will be there in this compiler it will not be there anyway. We are seeing the difference between a local variable and a global variable. See basically see these boundaries are there. The main function has boundaries right opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. So if I create a variable integer number equals to 23 for example right now this variable is created when this line is executed. See try to understand this when you run the program line by line all of these lines will be executed. Program જ્યારે run કરશો એટલે line છે ને અહીંયાથી start થાય. If you can see the red line it will execute that line first then it will move to the next then next then next and the closing curly bracket right આવી રીતે કોઈ પણ function છે ને execute થાય right. So this line is encountered first then a variable initialization right. See again how why this is initialization because you are declaring a variable and you are assigning a value to that variable. So this variable will be initialized. It means this variable will be created and this variable right it has a boundary opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. So this is the line where the variable will be created and this is the line where the variable will be destroyed right. This is the lifetime of that variable. This many lines of code it is the lifetime of this variable. It is the scope of this variable. See this num variable it is only there inside the main function. Outside the main function this variable is not accessible right. તમને જો C language માં functions કઈ રીતે create થાય જો યાદ હોય right. So we are going to take an example of that. Function create કરવાની syntax આવી કંઈક હતી તમને યાદ હોય તો first return type will be there then function name will be there and then in round brackets parameters will be there right. આવું કંઈક syntax હતું function create કરવાનું and curly braces will be there. So same thing will apply to C++ also right. You can you can create separate function declaration and function definition or simply create the function above the main right. So it will work without any kind of problem. So આપણે return type આપીએ છીએ void then we are creating a function test no parameters right and curly braces. So we are just basically creating a very small very simple function. એની અંદર અત્યારે એક message પહેલા આપીએ test called ખાલી right. Just a simple message test called. Now in this function I'm creating a variable integer number equals to 23. Integer number equals to 23 and I'm displaying that number right. काम करिए /n આપી દઈએ हैं. I'm going to display this number. Simply અહીંયા num से display करो છું right. Anyway now we are going to call this function into the main function. From the main function test see what happens. આપણે આને ખાલી run કરીને જોઈએ. Let's see what happens right. It is essentially the same as C language. There are no major differences except this one. C out આવશે printf ની જગ્યાએ C out આવશે scanf ની જગ્યાએ C in આવશે and a few extra lines will be there this namespace and iostream. Now see, if I run this program, if I run this program, see, this is the this is basically the output test called and 23. So we are calling the test function, which is first executing the first line, right? I'm telling you, right? Pela main tamne kidhu line by line execution thase. First the curly bracket, then this statement, then initialization, then again cout statement, right? This is how the function will be executed, right? So first statement is executed and test code is displayed. Then initialization is done and then displaying of that number is done. So basically see flow kind of right? Now I'm going to debug this program. I'm going to debug this program. We are going to see this program step by step, right? So go to the debug menu. You can put a breakpoint if you want, right? See, so I am just starting a main function, right? Main function is the entry point of everything. So main function and opening curly bracket breakpoint and I'm clicking on this debug button. So if you see, right, our line execute થાય. If you see test function is being executed, the current execution is on this function. Now see, when I click on next line, right? So when I click on next line, it is directly going to get ch. Basically આ જે છે ને બધું automatically execute થઈ ગયું છે, right? If you see the output, it is already executed and it is moving on to the get ch. Okay, just a minute, we will try something else, right? અહીંયા breakpoint આપીએ છીએ, right? We are going to debug this program. Now if I click on this step into, right, into function, yes, into function F8. So first the main function is executed, the first line of the main function is executed. Then now this is a function call, so the execution cursor will jump into that function. So now it is executing the cout statement. Next line, displaying the message, initializing the variable, again displaying the value, right? Now closing the curly bracket. Now it is moving on to the get ch line, right? Now get ch will wait for a character. So until I press any character, it will not jump to return 0. So if I press enter, see, now enter press કર્યું એટલે return 0 ઉપર transfer થઈ ગયું છે. Now if you see next line and curly bracket is complete. So the execution of the program is complete. So line by line execution will be done. First line is test, which is a function call. So it will jump into the function, display the value, initialize the variable, display the value again, right? Then wait for a character, and after the character is pressed, right, return 0 to the operating system. So this is how the execution flow will work. So num variable is accessible where? This num variable is existent only inside this test function. It is not accessible outside of this test function. Why? Because it has a boundary. આ જે curly braces છે, right, એ num variable ની boundary છે. Whatever variables you are creating inside a function or inside any curly braces are only accessible inside those curly braces. They are not accessible outside of those curly braces. So num23 છે અને પછી આપણે અહીંયા display કરીએ છીએ તો ચાલે છે. But if I try to display that num variable into the main function, see again, now see the execution flow. First line execute thase, right? That line will call the test function. Test call will be displayed. Variable will be initialized with the value 23. Num variable will be there. It will be displayed again. Now test function is complete. Test function complete thase, right? Boundaries are complete. So basically it means that whatever variables you are creating inside this scope, all of them will be destroyed. So num variable છે destroy થઈ જશે, which means that it will not be accessible outside of this function, right? This is the boundary of that variable. It is not accessible outside of that function. So see basically એટલા અહીંયા error આવે છે. See error શું આવે છે? Num was not declared in this scope. Try to understand the word scope. The variable num does not exist inside this scope, right? Main function na curly braces ma num variable નથી, but it is there inside the curly braces of the test function. Main function does not contain the num variable, but the test function does contain the num variable, right? So this is how it will all work. This num variable, it is only accessible inside the curly braces there it is created in, right? I hope it is clear to all of you, right? કોઈને કઈ doubt હોય તો પૂછી લેજો. If anyone has any doubts, just ask.
સર વન ડાઉટ
હા
સર આપણે રિટર્ન ટાઈપ પર ફંક્શન બનાવી
હા
ને એ ફંક્શન જે રિટર્ન કરે છે એની વેલ્યુ એક વેરિયેબલમાં સ્ટોર કરાવીને પ્રિન્ટ કરાવી શકીએ બરોબર
હમ
તો એવી રીતના આઈએનટી મેઇન છે એમાં આપણે રિટર્ન 0 કરી દી તો એની
હા
વેલ્યુ મેઇન ફંક્શન ક્યાં કેવી રીતના કરી શકીએ મેઇન ફંક્શન થી 0 રિટર્ન
સી મેઇન ફંક્શન ઇઝ ઓલરેડી રિટર્નિંગ 0. આ 0 છે ને ઓપરેટિંગ સિસ્ટમને રિટર્ન થાય છે.
ઓકે
આ 0 છે એ કોને રિટર્ન થાય છે? ઓપરેટિંગ સિસ્ટમ. નથી એક્ઝામ્પલ જોવું હોય ને તો એક રીતે જોઈએ. આપણે આને એમને રન કરીએ છીએ. આ જે exe જનરેટ થઈ છે ને,
હા
આને રન કરું છું. જો હવે નાઉ આઈ એમ પ્રેસિંગ એન્ટર. કાંઈ આવે છે? નથી
ના
આવતું,
સર
રાઈટ? ઓકે, એક જ મિનિટ. કે કાંઈ ડિસ્પ્લે નથી થતો. ડીબગ મોડમાં ડિસ્પ્લે થશે. એક જ મિનિટ. આને રન કરીએ. સો આને હું રન કરું છું. એન્ટર પ્રેસ કર્યું છે. શું આવે છે અહીંયા?
પ્રોસેસ એક્ઝિક્ટેડ
પ્રોસેસ એક્ઝિટેડ વિથ રિટર્ન વેલ્યુ 0.
0
આનો
ઓકે
શું
અહીંયા રિટર્ન થઈ
પર્પઝ?
જાય
બટ પર્પઝ શું છે આનો? વાય? આપણે સી આવી રીતે તમે કરો ને વોઇડ મેઇન, જ્યારે વોઇડ મેઇન કરીને હું આને રન કરું છું, રાઈટ? નહીં ચાલે. ટર્બો સોરી ડેવ સી પ્લસ પ્લસ અલાવ જ નથી કરતું. સી મેઇન મસ્ટ રિટર્ન ઇન્ટીજર. એ શું કહે છે? મેઇન શું રિટર્ન કરવું જોઈએ? ઇન્ટીજર રિટર્ન કરવું જોઈએ. બેઝિકલી તમને કદાચ ખ્યાલ હોય તો તમે ફોટોશોપ કે ક્રોમ કે વોટ એવર જે સોફ્ટવેર યુઝ કરતા હોય, ઘણી વાર સોફ્ટવેર હેંગ થઈ જશે. તમને આઈડિયા હોય તો.
હા
હેંગ થઈ જાય એટલે ખબર છે ને પેલું આવે છે, ધીસ પ્રોસેસ ઇઝ નોટ રિસ્પોન્ડિંગ, આઈધર ક્લોઝ ધ
હા
પ્રોસેસ ઓર વેઇટ ફોર ધ પ્રોસેસ, રાઈટ? બેઝિકલી રિટર્ન 0 નો મતલબ શું છે? કે બધું સક્સેસફુલી કમ્પ્લીટેડ થઈ ગયું છે, રાઈટ? એવરીથિંગ ઇઝ કમ્પ્લીટેડ સક્સેસફુલી. ધ પ્રોગ્રામ વોઝ કમ્પ્લીટેડ સક્સેસફુલી. પ્રોગ્રામ તમે સ્ટાર્ટિંગથી એન્ડ જે રન કરો છો એ રન જે થયું એ સક્સેસફુલી રન થયું છે. 0 સિવાય તમે કાંઈ રિટર્ન કરો, it means that there was some kind of an error in the program, right? અને રિટર્ન કોડ કહેવાય either, right? એરર કોડ. it is known as an error code. ઓરેકલ જો તમે પ્રેક્ટિકલી પરફોર્મ કરેલું હશે તો એમાં ઘણીવાર સિન્ટેક્સ એરરના કોડ આવતા હશે. ORA 311 something like that, right? So it is a written value from the Oracle software that something was wrong when you were running the software. So it is an indicator basically that my program has completed successfully. In case કાંઈ એરર આવે ને જ્યારે, ત્યારે આ પ્રોગ્રામમાં છે ને 0 સિવાયની વેલ્યુ રિટર્ન કરવાની હોય, right? It is an indicator basically that everything has been completed successfully. આ વેલ્યુ કંઈ સ્ટોર નહીં થાય. It is just an indicator to the operating system, nothing else, right? Similar to that, right? તમે એમ કહો છો કે આપણે અહીંયા ઇન્ટીજર રાખીએ, આનો પછી અહીંયા રિટર્ન નમ કરું, I can store this value somewhere, right? Integer value equals to test, અને પછી એ વેલ્યુ જો અહીંયા ડિસ્પ્લે કરું તો ચાલશે. બટ સી વેલ્યુ એન્ડ num, they are not the same thing. They are two different variables and they are having the same values 23. So num છે એની મેમરી, એનું મેમરી એડ્રેસ અલગ છે, right? Num is a different variable and value is also a different variable, right? આપણે જોઈએ એક્સેલમાં એકવાર ટ્રાય કરી જોઈએ. Right, see, for example, આજે જોયું example 23 was there. It will occupy 2 bytes. અને એનું નામ શું હતું? num હતું. Scope શું હતું એનો? Test function, right? Within the test function, the variable name was num and the value is 23. Now તમે જ્યારે return કરો ને ત્યારે શું થશે? 23 return થશે, variable value હશે, but એનું scope શું હશે? Main function હશે, right? This will be the main difference between them. So two different variables will be there. They will occupy different spaces. Num will have the value 23 and a 2 bytes alag. Value will have the value 23. It again same again different 2 bytes for the variable value, right? But their scopes are different. So they are considered completely different variables, right? Memory કઈ રીતે occupy થાય whenever you are calling functions, how the memory is occupied, we will discuss that in the future in the topic of functions. Now see, so local scope basically means that local scope basically means that variable has boundaries, right? Nothing else. There's num variable is there, any boundary છે આટલી છે, right? It is not accessible outside of those boundaries. So I hope that is clear to everyone, right? કોઈ doubt હોય તો પૂછી લ્યો, હજી કહું છું, right? Anyone else has any doubts in local variables? Anyone? Okay. So moving on to the global variables. See, basically global variables શું છે, right? They don't have any kind of boundaries. ખાલી કોઈ પણ function ની બહાર, right? With outside of any kind of curly braces, basically, right? Those variables are known as global variables, and they are accessible everywhere within the current file, and even the file which is not the current file, right? You can include this variable in another file also, but right now આપણે કાંઈ discuss નથી કરવું. Basically this num variable, it is a global variable, it does not have any kind of boundaries, right? So it is accessible everywhere. Test માં access થશે અને main માં પણ access થશે. એક કામ કરીએ, આપણા મેસેજ છે ને બેમાં થોડોક મોડિફાઈ કરી દઈએ. Cout test. So when I'm in the test function, right, the value of num is something like this. And main functions છે, right? એમાં num ની value આવી કંઈક છે, right? Let's see what happens. આગળ એક slash n આપવો પડશે, right? So test function એમાં num ની value display થશે, main function એમાં પણ num ની value display થશે. Now if I run this, now see, so the output should be clear. Within the test function the value is 23, within the main function the value is also 23, right? So basically this variable doesn't have any kind of boundaries, it is accessible everywhere within the program or even outside of the program, right? I hope this is clear. Global variables માં બીજું કાંઈ જોવાનું નથી બહુ, right? This is the thing, but this is also a security issue. Basically see, num ની value જે છે 23, right? Main function is expecting the value 23, but એવું possible છે કે આ test function છે એ change કરીને એને 0 કરી દે, right? So test માં છે એ પહેલા 23 display થશે, પછી change થઈને 0 થઈ જશે, અને પછી main છે એમાં શું display થશે જો. So first the value was 23 and then the value was 0. This is actually a security issue. Basically this test function was able to modify the value of num. So either એક solution એ છે કે variable ને constant બનાવી દો, right? So it is not modifiable. You should not be able to modify this variable. Or another option is object oriented, right? Object oriented, it is a very big leap, right? But it provides so many other features which we will be seeing in the topic of object oriented. So basically it is a security issue that a function which is just supposed to access the variable is also able to modify that variable. Again see, એવું કરવું હોય કે test માં ખાલી access કરવું છે but main માં modify પણ થઈ શકે, right? That is the intended behavior. See what I'm trying to say, try to understand this, right? Test function is only supposed to access this variable, but main function is supposed to access as well as modify this variable. So at that time તમે આને constant ના બનાવી શકો. So because it is completely unmodifiable, that's why. See, test function તો modify નહીં જ કરી શકે, but main function can also not modify this num variable, which is not intended, right? That is a big problem. So આ જે problem છે એને solve કરવા, right? These kind of security problems are solved, can be solved using object oriented programming, right? એ બધું આગળ જોવાનું આવશે જ આપણે. So basically these are the local and global variables. Now some theory about them. See, local variables are declared within a scope that is surrounded by curly braces, right? Scope, it is basically a pair of curly braces, right? Within that curly braces, it is known as a scope. This block of code can be a function, if else block, switch case block, or a loop. So basically khali function is nahi, but it can be any curly brackets, right? Curly bracket which belongs to any of these statements. Now see, these variables are only accessible inside this block. When variables are declared locally, they are initialized with garbage values. Local variables are initialized with garbage values. Now again, that depends on the compiler. Amuk compiler ma chale na amuk compiler ma na chale. Right? Now see, this is an example. Show function is there. In that show function, a num variable is we are initializing, and we are displaying that num variable. But if you try to access that num variable outside of the show function, it will generate an error because num variable has boundaries, right? Open curly bracket and closing curly bracket. So it is only the lifetime. This is the scope of that variable. This is the lifetime of that variable. Global variables are the variables which are declared outside of any functions, right? Or blocks or scopes. These variables are accessible everywhere in the program. When declared, global variables are initialized with default values, right? So basically character, right? A global variable, which is a character type variable, it will have the default value of /0. Integer, float and double છે એમાં default value આવશે 0. Now Dev C++ is able to assign the 0 values in any variable. For example, a num મેં create કર્યું cout num. So આને જો હું run કરું તો અહીંયા 0 જ આવે છે, right? અત્યારે in case I change the data type of this variable to character, and if I run this, so a null character is there which is not visible, right? Null character is not visible. Double try kariye, right? So double has a default value of the maximum range. Double has the default value of the maximum range. But in case a variable છે એને હું 12 લઈ લઉં છું, જોઈએ શું આવે છે default value. Right, see, it is all dependent on the compiler. Now see, અહીંયા value 0 આવે છે. Because this is a global variable, it has the default value 0, and same case will apply to a float variable. Now see, a same વસ્તુ આપણે turbo C માં જો perform કરીએ, turbo C છે આમાં, yes. Right, we are going to try this in turbo C++ also, right? You will be able to see the difference. Right, it is all dependent on the compiler. Right, again some difference are there. iostream.h will be there, colnaya.h will be there. Using namespace will not be there because it is not supported in turbo C++, clrscr, getch, return 0. Either you can use int main or void main, but int main will not work in dev C++. So sorry, void main will not work in dev C++. So આપણે આદત છે ને int ની જ પાડવાની છે, right? હવેથી. Now, if I create a local variable, for example, integer number or integer variable, right? જોઈએ શું આવે છે output આનું. If you run this, some garbage value is there. Now, if it is a character variable, some random character is there, right? You can see some special symbol is there. In case it is a double variable, so again some value is there. If it is a float variable, again some value is there, right? In case I'm defining these variables outside of the any scopes, basically a global variable, right? Not anyway, character variable, null character is there, integer variable 0, float 0, and double is also 0. So it is all dependent on the compiler that what default value will be assigned dependent on a local variable or a global variable, right? This is how it will all work. So This is an example of a global variable. See, it is outside of any boundaries. It is accessible everywhere within the program. Next is storage classes. क्या आता storage classes? सीमा.
internal, external,
Auto extern register.
Auto, external register and
Static.
static. Okay, auto. Go on. What is an auto storage class?
Scope local and initial value garbage value.
No. See, એક કામ કરીએ. આપણે જોઈએ શું થાય છે. રાઈટ, આપણે એક વસ્તુ ટ્રાય કરી જોઈએ અહીંયા. As a program say, right, in this program we are going to try something. Num variables, right? Integer num equals to, okay, integer num ખાલી આપણે declare કરીએ છીએ. એમાં value આપી છે અત્યારે 10. Auto is a keyword. In C it is a keyword. Again in C++ it is also a keyword. Value 10 આવે છે. So value 10 આવે છે, right? શું difference છે કોઈ કહી શકશે, right? Whether I use auto keyword or whether I don't use the auto keyword, what is the difference between that? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, but by default auto storage class જ લે છે ને.
But what is the purpose of the auto storage class? What is the task? Right? શું છે auto storage class નો શું મતલબ છે? That is what I'm asking. See, a test function છે, right? Normal simple function is there, initializing a variable and displaying that variable. So integer num equals to 10. હું આને run કરું છું. Okay, ચાલે છે, right? Without any problems it is working. And auto integer હું 10 કરું છું. Again, output is not different, no different, right? There is no difference between the output. So does anyone remember? કોઈને યાદ છે શું હતું auto storage class? Okay, fine, no problem.
maybe
હા.
brackets within brackets use થતું.
Within brackets. અત્યારે અહીંયા જે એવી રીતે છે એમ કહો છો?
Yes sir.
એટલે local variables માં જ ચાલશે એવું કહો છો?
હા.
હું ગ્લોબલ માં ટ્રાય કરું તો શું થાય? નથી ચાલતું. શું રીઝન છે આનું? કોઈ કહી શકશે? ઓટોનું પર્પસ શું છે એ કહો ને. લોકલમાં ચાલે છે, right? Within brackets it will work, but without brackets it will not work. Okay, fine, that is correct. But what is the purpose of this auto? Auto છે, right? બધા by default બધા variables છે એ auto જ હોય છે, right? Local variables, all the local variables are by default, right? They all belong to the automatic storage class. But what does the automatic storage class mean? What does it mean? See, automatic means, right? Automatic variables are only visible inside the scope they are declared in. Their lifetime is also the same as the block they are declared in. Basically, right? As a variable છે ને, auto variable or auto variable, right? By default, all the variables, local variables are automatic storage class, right? They will belong to the automatic storage class. આ variable છે એનો scope શું છે? First of all, curly braces. The scope of this variable is curly braces, means when the variable is initialized or declared, it will be created, and when the curly bracket of the scope is complete, it will be destroyed. So num છે ને આ line ઉપર create થશે અને num છે આ line ઉપર destroy થશે, right? This is what will happen. This is the property of the automatic storage class. This variable will be created and destroyed automatically depending on the scope. That is the meaning of the automatic storage class. See, automatic variables are visible inside the scope, right? Their lifetime is also the same as the block they are declared in. So જ્યારે line encounter થાય initialization or declaration, at that time this variable is created, and when the curly bracket is over, the variable is destroyed, right? That is the scope and the lifetime of this variable. Now all the variables declared inside the scopes are by default automatic. To explicitly declare an automatic variable, the auto keyword is used, but basically auto keyword use કરવાની જરૂર નથી. Why? Because all the variables are by default automatic, right? ઉપર જે કીધું ઈ પ્રમાણે, right? So whatever variables you are creating within scopes, within boundaries, they are automatic variables. They will be created and they will be destroyed automatically. Basically any destruction automatically thase. That's why they are known as automatic variables, right? That is the thing. Now any પહેલા આપણે એ તો ડિસ્કસ કરેલા સ્ટોરેજ ક્લાસ એટલે શું. See, storage class defines the lifetime and visibility of a variable, means how long the variable will last and where the variable will be accessible. Lifetime means what? Variable ક્યાંથી ક્યાં સુધી accessible છે, right? How long the variable is there in the memory. મેમરીમાં variable ક્યારે create થાય છે અને ક્યારે destroy થાય છે, that time duration, it is known as a lifetime of that variable. And visibility means that scope of the variable, means ક્યાં access થઈ શકે છે. આ example જે છે, right? This line, it is the start of the lifetime of the variable, and this line, it is the end of the lifetime of this variable. So 8મી line ઉપર create થશે અને 10મી line ઉપર destroy થશે, right? That is the lifetime of this variable. And scope શું છે આ variable નો? આ curly braces. Means a num variable છે એ access ક્યાં થશે? ખાલી આ test function ની અંદર, because it is created inside the test function, right? So this is how it will all work. That is the lifetime of the variable, line 8 to line 10, and scope શું છે? line 7 to line 10. I hope the difference is clear. ક્યારથી ક્યાં સુધી, right? મેમરીમાં રહેશે અને ક્યાંથી ક્યાં accessible છે, right? That variable. I hope this is clear to all of you. કઈ doubt છે? What is a storage class? And is there any doubt in this? Is there any doubt in the definition of the storage class and the automatic storage class? કોઈને કઈ doubt છે આમાં? Anyone? So we can move on to the next point, that is static storage class. Right, okay. Static storage class. Does anyone know? યાદ છે કોઈને static શું કરે છે? યાદ છે કોઈને? પણ કોઈને કાંઈ યાદ છે static વિશે? Does anyone know?
Local variable.
ના. ઓકે, ટેલ મી. પેલા મને એટલું કયો ને, આનું આઉટપુટ શું આવશે?
સર ઈ વેરિયેબલ
વેરિયેબલ will
સર 0 1 2.
આનું આઉટપુટ 0 1 2 આવે. ઓકે, પેલા આ કર્લી બ્રેકેટ એક્ઝિક્યુટ થશે ને, ઓપનિંગ, રાઈટ? પછી ટેસ્ટ ફંક્શન એક્ઝિક્યુટ થશે, રાઈટ?
0 0 જ આવશે.
0 0
ના
0
સર.
ના આવે.
સર સોરી 1 2 3 આવશે.
ના, 1 2 3 એ નહીં આવે.
સર નમ પ્લસ પ્લસ છે ને, ઇન્ક્રીમેન્ટ તો છે.
શું આવશે?
3 વાર 1.
યસ, 1 1 1 આવશે આઉટપુટ. બીકોઝ સી, પહેલી વાર ટેસ્ટ ફંક્શન એક્ઝિક્યુટ થાય છે, રાઈટ? વેરિયેબલ ઇનિશિયલાઇઝ થાય છે because the num variable, it is a automatic variable, automatic local variable છે, એટલે એનો સ્કોપ આટલો જ છે, રાઈટ? એટલે 8મી લાઈન ઉપર ક્રિએટ થશે, 11મી લાઈન ઉપર ડિસ્ટ્રોય થશે. સી, અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ ધીસ. સો વોટ હેપન્સ ઇઝ num equals to 0, 0 અસાઇન થયું, num plus plus. Now what is the value of num? What is the value of num? 1.
1
1.
એ 1 શું થશે અહીંયા? ડિસ્પ્લે થશે. સી, બરાબર? Are you understanding this?
ઓકે.
Yes, sir.
Right. So after the curly bracket is closed, num variable is destroyed and any value 1 હતી એ પણ destroy થઈ જશે, right? Then again test function is called. Again the num will be created. The value will be 0, num plus plus. So value will change to 1 and 1 will be displayed. So 3 વાર 1 છે ને આવી રીતે ડિસ્પ્લે થશે. Creation, increment, destruction. Again second time creation, increment, destruction. Again
સર
creation,
અગેન એન્ડ અગેન
increment.
ઇનિશિયલાઇઝેશન થાય છે એના માટે ને?
યસ, કેમ કે નમ છે એનો સ્કોપ આટલો જ છે, રાઈટ? એની વિઝિબિલિટી, એની લાઈફ ટાઈમ ખાલી લાઈન 8 ટુ લાઈન 11 જ છે. એટલે જ્યારે ફંક્શન કમ્પ્લીટ થશે એટલે નમ છે એ ડિસ્ટ્રોય થઈ જશે, રાઈટ? અને પછી નેક્સ્ટ ટાઈમ તમે ફંક્શન કોલ કરશો, સો એટ ધેટ ટાઈમ નમ વિલ બી રીક્રિએટેડ, રાઈટ? નમ વિલ બી રીક્રિએટેડ. સો આપણે આનું આઉટપુટ જોઈએ તો 3 વાર 1 આવવું જોઈએ, રાઈટ? 1 1 and 1. This is the expected output, રાઈટ? સો સ્ટેટિક સ્ટોરેજ ક્લાસ છે એ શું કરશે, કોઈ કહી શકશે? હવે યાદ આવે છે કઈ આના ઉપરથી?
સર એ વેલ્યુ છે ને એમાં જૂની સ્ટોર કરેલી જ રાખશે, ડિસ્ટ્રોય નહીં કરી નાખે એની વેલ્યુ.
Exactly. See, what happens is test છે પહેલી વાર કોલ થાય છે, right? Though for example this variable is not automatic, it is a static variable, right? So what happens is test છે call થશે, right? Now num variable already નથી, it is not there, so it will be created. Any value શું આવશે? 0 આવશે. The value of num will be 0. Then num plus plus and a num છે display થશે. Now curly bracket is uncounted, but num will not be destroyed because static છે એની property શું છે that it will not destroy variables. It will not destroy variables when the scope is over. That is the property of a static variable, right? That variable will not be destroyed when the scope is over. So basically num variable છે destroy નહીં થાય. Now next time જ્યારે test call થાય છે, right? At that time what will happen? num is already there, એટલે પાછો ક્રિએટ કરવાની જરૂર નથી. num ની પ્રીવિયસ વેલ્યુ શું હતી?
1
1. એ પ્લસ પ્લસ થઈને શું થઈ જશે?
2
2 થઈ જશે. So 2 will be displayed. Again same thing, test will be called num, but it is a static variable which was already created. So 2 છે એની વેલ્યુ શું થઈ જશે? 3 થઈ જશે.
3
And yes, and that value will be displayed. So output should be 1 2 and 3, right?
સર આનો
C.
મતલબ કે એ પાછું ઇનિશિયલાઇઝ નહીં કરી શકે ને?
ના.
અને સર ગ્લોબલી હાલશે ઈ?
હા ચાલે. This variable will work as a global variable. It is possible to do this, but કઈ મતલબ નથી કરવાનો. See, try to understand, કેમ કે આનો સ્કોપ જ નથી. સ્કોપ નથી એટલે ડિસ્ટ્રોય થવાનો, right?
નથી.
ચાન્સ જ નહીં મળે. એટલે static global variables are basically useless in this context. In this context, see, try to understand, right? એટલે જ્યારે આ ટાઈપનું તમારે કરવું હોય કે ભાઈ વેરિયેબલ લોકલ જ રાખવો છે બટ એ ડિસ્ટ્રોય નથી કરવા દેવો, રાઈટ? નથી થવા દેવો. At that time you can use this functionality, right? So automatic and static storage classes are complete, right? Theory એકવાર જોઈ લઈએ. Static variables are only visible inside the scope they are declared in. So again, static variables are generally local variables, but it is possible to make them global, right? But global બનાવવાનો કઈ મતલબ નથી. It is પછી થોડીક ત્યાં common sense use કરવાની હોય, see, right? Now, but these variables return their values even when their blocks execution is finished. Basically, curly bracket complete થશે તોય પણ variables destroy નહીં થાય, right? The static variable will not be destroyed. These variables are destroyed when the program is complete. એટલે પ્રોગ્રામ જ્યારે ટર્મિનેટ થશે, તમે ક્લોઝ બટન ક્લિક કરશો ત્યારે જ વેરિયેબલ ડિસ્ટ્રોય થશે. To declare a static variable, static keyword is used, right? So this is how it will all work. અને અહીંયા એનું એક્ઝામ્પલ છે, same thing is there. A function is there which is initializing a variable with a static modifier. So once it is initialized, it cannot be reinitialized because it cannot be destroyed. So this is how the static storage class will work. Next, register and extend we will see in the next lecture, right? અત્યાર સુધીમાં કાંઈ જો doubt હોય તો પૂછી લ્યો. અહીંયા સુધીમાં કોઈને કાંઈ doubt હોય, right? Any doubts are there? Ask. Anyone? See, આપણે ઘણા topics complete કરી લીધા છે, right? ના. So revise those topics. If any doubts are there, write down those doubts, right? એક છે ને application છે Google Keep કરીને. In your phone or in your computer you can use that. કમ્પ્યુટરમાં વેબ વર્ઝન યુઝ કરો તો ચાલશે. મોબાઈલમાં એપ્લિકેશન આવે છે Google Keep. It is a very nice application for taking notes, right? Or OneNote is also there. So you can write down your doubts and you can ask them in the current or the next lecture. So anyone has any kind of doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, see, if there are no doubts, you can now leave the meeting because the lecture is over, right? Everyone, have a good day.